to Coffee with the Cats, presented by Mission House. I'm Maura Sheridan, the broadcaster for the Hillcats, and today I am joined by Micah Pries. It's hard for me to kind of define what you are because you've been an outfielder, you've been at first base, the DH, all of that, but a huge part of this Hillcats team. Thanks so much for joining me.
Yeah, of course. Great to be here.
So I want to start out by asking, how you got into baseball and what sort of made you fall in love with the sport.
Yeah, so I started falling in love with the sport when my grandpa first, he played baseball back when he was 17. He signed at a young age. And so he's been in pro ball for 65 plus years. And then my dad was the first round pick by the Yankees as a pitcher. So he also got me into baseball. So it kind of runs in the blood. So I've been playing baseball my whole life. And it's kind of like my brother plays too. So it's kind of like a competitive edge against each other. And it's been fun for us. So.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, what's the best piece of advice that your dad or grandfather have given you?
Honestly, just be confident with yourself and work harder than the guy next to you pretty much, and just have a positive attitude and just have fun doing it. So nothing too serious, just bring some positive attitude and good mindset to every day you're on the field.
So, I mean, you kind of alluded to it there, just the fact that all your family members play sports, including your sister Kylie, who also plays volleyball at San Diego. So what is that competition level like in your household?
We play a lot of board games at night, and I'm usually the most competitive, so everyone hates playing against me. But we've always grown up playing sports our whole life. I've played every sport. My brother has. Both my sisters have. So it kind of runs in the family. We're a bunch of tall people, so we try to play all the sports that we can.
So I was also kind of reading about some things that you like to do, and I saw you like to surf. You're from Newport Beach, California. So where's the best place to surf out there?
Best place to surf, honestly, like San Onofre. It's kind of between Newport Beach and San Diego, and so it's right on the Camp Pendleton military base. And so there's not a lot of people there, not a lot of traffic there. So it's always a good place to go surf if you're out there, because there's usually just military people and then local people that know what they're doing. So
Yeah, is there like kind of a, I don't know, when tourists come in and try it, do you guys kind of laugh a little bit?
I don't. A lot of my friends do, but I was a beginner once too. So
Yeah.
Everyone's got to learn at some point. And just like being from California and coming out to Lynchburg, there's probably things that I don't know how to do as well here. And so hopefully people know, nobody laughs at me like fishing and stuff like that.
Okay, so when you go to college, you choose Point Loma, which is D2, and I saw photos, it's absolutely gorgeous. But what was the best memory from your time there?
Yeah, the view doesn't beat anything. So like my field was looking right at the ocean. So when I used to play center field, I could just look back at the waves crashing, which was awesome. But my dad's also a pastor, so kind of faith played a huge factor in that, and because we have chapels almost every day, and the Christianity factor that the school brings. And it was also, I only had 2 offers at a high school, so it was between that and Concordia. So that was one of the big things that kind of helped me drive me there. And I think it was just like a sign from God to show me and lead me there. So
Yeah, only having 2 offers, how did that affect kind of your approach to coming in college and maybe trying to prove people wrong?
yeah, I think huge factor is that I was a skinny kid, and I knew I could hit. I knew I could play defense. I knew all that. I was just skinny, and so I knew I had to put on weight, get stronger, and because once you get to college, you're playing with men. So I knew once I got there, I had to eat more and get stronger, and that kind of helped me separate from years on years of being there. So
when it came time, you're draft eligible, and you get drafted, and your brother, who played at UCLA, Jake, he gets drafted as well in the same draft, 2019. So what was that moment like for you, for your brother, and for your entire family?
It was huge. My brother wasn't with me at the time though, because they were in regionals, so we didn't really get to celebrate together. but we had a dinner, me and my family, and we kind of enjoyed it. And then we went down to UCLA to see him after his game. So it was definitely a great experience. I got to share that moment with my grandpa too. So it was great.
He's in the Yankee system. How's he doing there? And do you guys kind of trade stories from what it's like to be in minor league baseball?
Yeah, we do. It was hard for me because my first year I was injured, so he was out there playing every day. So I used to be able to watch him play his first rookie ball season, and he was doing really well. And then now he's on the other side. He's injured right now, and I get to be playing, so he's rooting me on. So we never really got to play at the same moment in time, so we can't really look at each other. But it's always been great to watch each other play.
Yeah, you alluded to it there, the fact that you dealt with an injury right after the draft and didn't end up playing in 2019. And then, of course, the pandemic hits and you don't play in 2020 either. So how did you stay ready during that time when you were rehabbing and then also, with the year off in 2020?
Yeah, I think I was at the Arizona facilities every day. So I was around all the baseball guys. I was around all the coaches. So just the constant engagement that I had with them, and staying active within the sport of like teaching me what to do, watching the baseball games, going to the minor league games, really helped me stay like active and present in the minor league system. So I didn't really lose too much knowledge of the game. I think after 2 years, what kind of helped me was like I'm just going out here having fun again, because not trying to put too much pressure on myself, just trying to have fun, and be positive out there, because after you don't do something for 2 years that you love and you get to be out there again, it's just a good experience, and it's good to just go out there and see how the cards fold.
What was that first game like in Lynchburg after so long without playing, in front of a crowd?
Yeah, it was a great experience, especially to get my first hit, a home run. That was definitely a good feeling, a great feeling, and I couldn't change it for the better. So
Is there a point of your game that you really worked on improving that you're really proud of, kind of the progress that you've made?
I would just say, the thing I tried to prove on the most was just like the best thing I can improve on is always hitting. I think hitting could always help you get to the next level. So I've been just trying to improve hitting each and every day. Keeping the arm strength, I think, is an important one for me too, because I had an arm injury. So trying to be out there every day, and working on defense. And I think defensive side, like I haven't played first base in 5+ years, and so they wanted me to start working there, just because I'm tall and lengthy. So they wanted to give me a shot at first base and see how I do. So it's been good. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, what's that adjustment like to play a new position so late, and what goes into playing first that makes it so difficult or challenging?
Yeah, I think it's like nowadays they have all these shifts in baseball. So I think the hardest thing is just like knowing where you play, and if you got to get to the base. The difference is in the outfield, every ball hit, you kind of want to go run for the ball, and like you want to run to the ball or wherever it's going to be hit. But at first base, you gotta have awareness of I have a bag to cover on the ground, so like I can't run to every ball. I got to stay put, and sometimes just watch the play happen. So I think that's the hardest thing.
Obviously things are going pretty well for you here with the Hillcats on a little tear recently on an 8-game hitting streak. What do you credit that to?
I just credit that to, I think, just the working hard throughout the year, and just keep my mind right, and just kind of coming out there with positivity and confidence, and just trying to play the game, have fun, and see what happens. Just try to drive a pitch that I could hit. So
what's a pitch that you love to see? Like, what's your pitch when it comes across the plate? They're like, I'm getting that one.
I would say a fastball. I think everyone would say a fastball. I also, I like hitting off-speed pitches too. Anything that's out and over the plate, middle of the plate, I like to swing at. I'm kind of an aggressive hitter, sometimes I swing too much, but it's been working out in my favor right now. So see where it takes me.
Does anyone on this team have a swing that you're kind of jealous of?
I would talk about Noel just because he's a big, strong dude who has a lot of power. So definitely got to be jealous of that. He could hit the ball a mile. So he's one guy I like to watch every at bat. He's always putting his best swing on the pitches, and he's a great player. So good young player that's going to go a long way.
All right, so I want to end with kind of some fun questions. All right.
Okay.
All right. So what athlete did you idolize growing up?
I mean, this is kind of a cliche guy, but I would say Mike Trout growing up. I mean, I know he's only been in the game for 7 years, but last 7 years, I was an Angels fan before I became part of the Indians organization. So I always watched the Angels, and I love watching Mike Trout play. I love how he engages the fans. He's a good teammate, and he's always seems like he's out there with a positive smile and just enjoying the game. So,
what's the best post-game snack? The best thing to eat after a game?
I think our biggest thing is we eat a lot of chicken and rice. A lot of the young Latino guys, they love chicken and rice. I started eating it more as I started playing minor league baseball, and it's just an easy meal that could keep you weight on and get you some protein. So I don't mind that at all. So it's always my go-to meal after a game.
Yeah. What was the best walk-up song besides yourself? You can't say.
I would say best walk-up. That's a tough one. I like Noel's. It kind of like gets you going. I like Jordi Valdez's walk-up song. He's got a good one. I'm not really good at Spanish, but I like the beats of the music. So
who do you think has the so I've seen a lot of the guys, sitting behind the dugout, and they throw out different fashion styles. Who do you think has the best look?
Best look. They all got good taste. I would say Zay Curry has the best fashion style. He knows how to dress for a game.
Okay, and final question: who do you think is the biggest wild card on the team, or the most energetic person?
Most energetic. We have a lot of energetic people. A lot of young guys that really. I would say Will Bartlett, definitely the most energetic guy. If you guys don't know him, he plays first base, and he's definitely the most energetic. He'll always be talking. He'll always be yelling at the dugout. Doesn't mind yelling at the other team at all. So he's definitely the most energetic.
Yeah, he's also the one that poses for the most photos whenever I go through our photos. So
he does. Also a great teammate though. So.
All right. Well, thanks so much, Micah. Really appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks for having me.